All right, welcome to part 2 of our 3-part series talking about New Mexico's housing affordability challenge and what it takes to bring big projects like this to scale and to put people in homes. So in the first part, we talked about the overall scope of this project, how many homes will be being built here, 710 homes, everything from truly affordable homes to kind of more high-end luxury living. And in this segment, we're going to drill down on the very complex and the very important infrastructure development pieces. Matthew Dyer here, the Vice President of Development of Price. So Matthew, we're going to talk about one pretty pivotal element is the wastewater for a 700 plus home development of this size. We didn't have an answer 20 years ago when this land was available. Price Land Development, you guys brought a solution to the county for the sewer line. Why don't you walk us through that?
Absolutely. You think sewer, you flush your toilets, where does it go, right?
Magic.
And it just goes away. But we actually had to solve challenges. This project is over 2 miles of off-site gravity sewer that traverses a very challenging landscape. We have pipe that's 30 feet deep in some areas. From the diameters, future stub outs that we're going to provide county infrastructure the ability to tie in the future, which unlocks so much more acres of land. So not just, it's interesting because that pipe is underground. Nobody will ever see it. But 2 miles of off-site sewer line just to allow this to happen is a challenge all in itself.
What kind of investment was that for?
That was about $5.5 million. And we worked with New Mexico State Land Office. We drilled across Highway 14 through the DOT, and we actually made our connection through the state pen property. So we had to go through the New Mexico State pen property in order to gain access each and every day, getting vehicles checked and a list to get employees on site. And we made that connection, and we're just on the tail end of getting that project wrapped up, which is really exciting.
Okay, there's a road. You want to build 700 houses out here in this beautiful desert of New Mexico, where we need houses for New Mexicans. You got to be able to drive there.
Yes.
So talk about this spine road. That was a major project, and again, it was an idea that the developer brought to the county. You brought capital to the table.
Exactly.
Tell us
Contributed
about that.
$2 million in capital. We actually helped the engineering department and the engineer out of Texas really design it. Myself and a few of my employees, we actually potholed water lines and existing infrastructure to try to understand and really make this thing work. It's an existing dirt road today, but hopefully next year it'll be a 2-lane paved road with sidewalks, that connectability for the community. It's really the piece that unlocks this. And geobonds, like Garrett mentioned, that's been on the county's radar for 20 years, getting geobonds elected. I worked with county personnel on recommending contractors, and there was a very competitive bid, and the project was awarded recently, and we can't wait for them to get underway.
Talk about this. You had complete site control. You didn't have to do all this, but you've put a priority on the kind of the native vegetation.
Yes.
So talk to me about how many miles of green fences?
So the green fences, we put in just about 3.5 miles of green fence.
I can see the native vegetation
and that
missed it all. These are no-go zones.
Those are no-go zones. So we don't want the equipment, we don't want vehicles, we don't want them to clear that land. The cactuses, the flowers, the trees, all of that is important to us. With 50% of our open space, or 50% of our land dedicated open space, we wanted to preserve as much as possible. So that early on, before we cleared any land and started construction, we came in and methodically placed this to preserve, and it's held up well. And our intent is year 1 of residents living here, it feels like it's been here for 10 years because we've preserved the grasses, the flowers, the cactuses, the bushes.
All right, thanks for joining us for this part 2. Tune in for part 3, where we're going to talk more about the quality of life and the attention to detail. Stay tuned for part 3.